Get a live look at our nation's capital right now, where 5 years ago today, thousands of rioters broke into this building. Investigations into the attack found that organizers sought to prevent the certification of the 2020 presidential election results. Hundreds were charged, including several with ties to the Tampa Bay area.
And less than a year ago, President Donald Trump issued sweeping pardons. Supporters call the pardons justice. Critics say they're a dangerous erasure of accountability. Tonight, all new at 6, 10 Tampa Bay News reporter Asha Patel speaks with a local man who was inside the Capitol that day.
A day the nation can never forget, January 6th, when a mob stormed the U.S. Capitol in an attempt to stop the certification of the 2020 election.
We do not want to see our election victory stolen by emboldened radical left Democrats, which is what they're doing.
The January 6th riot led to charges against nearly 1,600 people nationwide, and some of those cases hit close to home, including Paul Hodgkins of Tampa, captured on camera inside the U.S. Capitol waving a Trump flag.
Eventually protested inside of the Senate chamber, and later on that year I was arrested and ended up being the very first person who was sentenced to prison from January 6th.
I caught up with Hodgkins today, who was in Washington, D.C., attending a march marking 5 years since the attack.
Do not regret standing up for my president, my country, where I know that we were wrong.
Hodgkins served 8 months in prison, and just a year ago when we last spoke to him, he shared one hope.
Indescribably honored and gracious if I was to be blessed with a pardon by President Trump.
Fast forward to this year.
On his first day back in office, I was pardoned by President Trump. That, had a very positive impact on my life.
But those pardons are sparking sharp backlash. Critics say this isn't just about mercy. They argue it undermines accountability for an attack on democracy.
Donald Trump and far-right extremists in Congress have repeatedly attempted to rewrite history and whitewash the horrific events of January 6th.
In Tampa, Asha Patel, 10 Tampa Bay News.
153 people who were charged in connection to January 6, 2021 were from Florida, more than any state in the country.